Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the first Israeli-Palestinian Confederation-inspired podcast. My name is Michael Bloom. I'm an Israeli citizen living in Israel, and I'm joined by my fellow human brother, Said Aziz. Hello, Said.
Hey, Michael. Nice to be here with you.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So today we're doing something special for the first time. Perhaps you could introduce who you are, where your family is, what's happening to them right now.
Yes, my name is Said Aziz. I'm from beautiful town, 16 kilometers north of Ramallah. It's called Mizrעה Ash-Sharkiya. Our nickname for my town is Miami of the West Bank. And the reason is this name came from because all my people from my hometown are immigrants to America. So I immigrated to America in 1992 after spending 2 years in the Intifada prison. So I did my duty for the first Intifada, got lucky to come here for my father gave me, the citizenship and the green card. And I came here and I've been living here since. But I do have my family who still live there, my mom, my brother, my sisters. My town is a beautiful town who employ around 500-600 people every day. We invest our money in that town. You could have every single business, every single opportunity in that town. So it is one of the most amazing towns you've ever seen in West Bank.
Unbelievable. So what's happening now? What are they going through right now with the war and everything?
As you see, today or this season, today is the season of the picking of the olive trees. And I live in a high mountain town. And across of the mountain, the west part of the mountain, there is another town, another part. We cross an area, a highway go from Ramallah to Nablus, and this highway separate our farms from our village. So my mom, who is a U.S. citizen and who goes there especially for the olive time, because we inherited that for hundreds of years, was stopped by the settlers to go pick up the olives. So and my aunt and my brother, so we have one part of our farms are west of the freeway from Nablus Ramallah. It's next to Ayun al-Haramiyya. And the east part, the west part, you cannot even walk to it. And if you want to cross to that area, you have to drive around 12 kilometers instead of going that 1.5 kilometer.
Because of the settlers?
Because of the freeway, they block all our roads, and the settlers can come out and he can pull up his guns. And it's funny that my aunt told me that they tried to steal the olives from her car, these settlers. So that's why I'm bringing this up. By acting this way, you are turning a lot of good Palestinians, civilians, innocent people against you. And my duty that I live in America for 32 years, and I have friends like Joseph Abbasar, and I'm part of some activity to bring the Palestinian and Jewish together, and we are helping our communities. I think the Jewish citizens of Israel have the duty to protect my family, because I'm a U.S. citizen, my mom is a U.S. citizen, we all here, and I think as equal as my mom can be free in America, she should be free in her land.
Okay, so what exactly are the settlers doing? Because I understood that there was something, your mother today cannot go to pick the olives, because what are the settlers doing?
Yeah, the settler normally stop there, carry their machine guns, and the military is there to protect them. And like I just showed you, Mus'ab Nafal, in November 6th of last year, we lost a teenager, young guy, not even 22 years old. They murdered him and they injured his cousin, Nishan Nafal, in the same right area where I show you. So the settler can come, just decide to stop there. Few of them, or these guys who look weird to us, I wish they look like you, man, you look way better, and they stop with their machine guns, and the military stop next to them, and nobody can do it. He could rule that area. He could tell you what to do and start shooting in the air, and everybody just leave the farms and go home.
So they haven't been down to the farms for how long now, your family?
This season is gone. I hope that you can go and investigate this, because this is not an area A, it's not an area B, it's an area C, where you can pass that area like going from Ofra or to say Beit Il to Shiloh. You know, that area.
Let's show the map. 1 second. So let me just show the map. So this is the map of Israel. We see your village here, which is Al-Mazra Ash-Sharkiya. And you can see Tel Aviv over here, so it's not that far. So your village is like almost on the border of Israel and the West Bank, if I can see correctly. Yes, it's very close to the border.
It is in the West Bank. I don't know if you're looking at the town Al-Mazra Ash-Sharkiya.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it. Okay. So if I'm just saying that it's near, not far from Ramallah, Birzet, Beit El, yeah, correct. Shiloh. And it's close to the border of the West Bank, isn't it? The border of Israel. It is in
the West Bank.
Yeah, I know, but it's not far from the border. It's not far from Israel. It's pretty close.
It's like a few kilometers away, correct.
Yes, I can see. Okay, now maybe we can show the actual... So this, I'm showing now the drawing where you circled in red the actual area where the olives are, the olive trees. And then there's the village up here, Al-Mazra Ash-Sharkiya. So there's no access to the olives, and you're saying that the settlers with the army are just standing there with guns. Now, why won't they let them? Why won't they let?
Because if you see where is the town is really high, and you have to go down to this main road. This main road is, I don't know what's the number of that road. It's connected Nablus with Ramallah. And this is like a highway. This is a special road for the settlers. And this road cut in my farms from the town of Sinjal to Muz'aya, who they burned a few months ago, or 6-7 months ago, to Salwad. That area is 100% belong to my hometown. Majority of my land is for my family, you know. So when you see that road, this road is completely shut down, completely from our town. So we cannot access the other side of my farm, crossing the road, because they put a blockage. So we have to go around to three different cities, take us around 12 to 15 kilometers to get to that half a kilometer that you see in front of you.
Yes, so you are saying you don't mind.
That's where is the dangerous. So if you cross that road and you've been seen by a settler or by an army, you could be, subject to be shot or to be arrested or to be harmed.
I see. Now I see what you mean. So basically, the problem is that once they've built that road, you have no access to the olive trees. So you have to go around, and by going around, you're actually risking yourselves, because where you need to pass by, there are settlers, and they are not exactly friendly towards you, and they might just shoot you. So now you have no access to... Now, when did they build that road? How long ago?
This road been there forever, but when they expand it and fix it for the settlers, now it's became like a major road, and now it's accessed by the settlers, and the VIB is the settlers, not us. So for us, for a settler from Shiloh, he can just leave Shiloh and get into the freeway. For me to get to the freeway, I have to take like 6 kilometers around to enter to it, and that's where is the risk coming from.
So what do you suggest is done? I mean, you can't. I mean, you want to cancel the road and build another road, or you maybe?
I cannot cancel the road. We are losing our farms. That's why when I brought this up a few days ago, and a lot of people think I am like making this up. No, I'm telling you, there are people in the West Bank are suffering. The people in the West Bank are under a very tough situation. Yes, everybody is saying, okay, this war in Gaza, and everybody blaming Gaza and Hamas. But in the West Bank, why these settlers, with the support of Smotrich and Ben Gvir, is going hard against the civilian citizen who does not do anything? So it's look like it's a plan by the government to kind of like do this. So the only way to do this, by involving people like you and, human rights Israeli groups, and people who really wants us to live together, where they can show the good face of the Jewish people. Because to us, everybody see settlers, everybody see ugly faces, people with guns, people with threatening us. So that's why when somebody like you get involved and you can bring people who's pro peace and go to the area who's area C, you're not going to be in danger to be there and stop and actually call the mayor of Mizrעה Ash-Sharkiya and say, we are a group of Israelis, we wants to come help you to pick up your... That will be amazing. Because in reality, we are neighbors. We live next to each other. Like if you come to California, we go for a coffee, we go for lunch, we go for dinner. We could be humans here. Why don't you, as an Israeli who live in the West Bank or in Israel, can reach out to these villagers who've been there for hundreds of years and who wait for this olive time once a year to say, listen, I'm here for you, I'm coming to work for you and help you to pick up your trees and protect them from these settlers who's harming us.
So basically,
that would be amazing.
Yeah, wow. So basically what you're saying is, let's say I could get together a group of, I don't know, 10, 20, 30 Israelis who are willing to do this. So we would then go to the settlers first and say, look, guys, we are now going to help our friends in that village, Ash-Sharkiya, and we are going to do this. So please be very careful. We don't want any funny stuff or any seriously, we don't want any shootings or anything because you'll be shooting us. And this is what's going to happen, and you have to accept it. And then we will all drive together around the 6 kilometers to the olive trees and pick the olives and everything and come back. And obviously you will feel safe because you'll be surrounded by 20 Israelis and the chances of the settlers shooting us is not as great as shooting you. Is zero.
100%.
I see.
100%.
Okay, very interesting. I mean, wow, what a challenge. So we'll have to look at how, if I could get some people to do this, I'd be glad to. And yeah, so you mentioned that kid that was shot. So let me just bring this up on the screen. So what are we seeing here? We see, I think, you, and then
you see two young kids in their early 20s. One of them is named Mus'ab Nafal, and his first cousin is Nishan Nafal. They was cold-blooded, murdered. One of them is murdered, and one of them injured for doing nothing other than being in their olive trees. And that's sad because I know Mus'ab's uncle, he's my friend. I know his dad. These people never, ever got involved with any violence. These people went to Saudi Arabia, worked, they made their money, came back, invested in their town, living peacefully, tried to access their land. And for somebody just to walk and just shoot them for no reason, it's awful.
Who shot them? So it is awful. Who shot them?
The settlers.
So the settlers literally came to the olive trees and just shot them for no reason.
Yeah. And
was there an investigation?
You could access. What investigation you're gonna do? You could shoot a Palestinian in West Bank, and maybe you're gonna take 6 months, halfway house. They don't get this. You don't get prosecuted if you committed a crime against a Palestinian villager like you do it against your fellow citizen.
I see. Okay, well, I believe.
And I just want to tell you something, Michael. I am active in TikTok because I'm a pro peace. I believe, let me tell you something. Call it Palestine, call it Israel, call it, Bluetooth. I don't care. I just want to live equally with equal right, like every one of you in my homeland, from the river to the sea. When we say we want to live free and from the river to the sea, that does not mean I'm here to eliminate you. And by the way, because I spent 2 years when I was young, teenager in the Intifada, the Israelis in TikTok call me a terrorist. And the other side, because I am a pro-peace and I believe in one-state solution and we all should have equal right and live together as a family, my people call me a jasus.
Which is?
Jasus means cooperator with the Israelis, like I cooperate with the, So it's like even somebody who wants to breach peace in this time, he could face a lot of problems.
Yeah.
But we are together in America. We can do a lot of things here because the power and who can turn on the switch and turn it off is the United States of America. So we're going to work together as Palestinian and Jewish to stop this chaos and this disaster in our homeland.
Amazing. Now, when you say one-state solution, which includes the West Bank, Israel, and Gaza, from the river to the sea, you obviously mean including me and my family, and you don't want to throw the Jews to the sea, as some people think the Arabs want to do. You want us... Now, why would you want to have one state? Why would you want to have Jews in your own state?
Because I believe, and not just, this is not, I'm lying, we never was taught to hate Jewish. We don't have a problem with Judaism. I believe the Jewish community lived their golden time in history under the Islamic or the Arab law. Nobody can change this fact. We don't have a problem with Jewish and Christianity. And by the way, I have a cousin in Akka. He is an Israeli citizen. What is the difference between that guy and me? Why don't we all be carrying the same citizenship and equal rights? If Israel ever started with the whole citizens like this and gave them equal rights, you will never see any war in Gaza or West Bank. So this is the only solution. The two-state solution is gone. We have 800,000 settlers in the West Bank today. And you know what? If you give me equal right like the guy in Ofra and Shiloh, I'll take it. I'll be free in my country. You be free. I'm okay. You could practice. You could worship a cow. It's not my problem. As long as you are secure, and I'm secure.
Amazing. And as you said, if from the beginning, because my grandmother is 97, and she's Polish, you know, she's an Ashkenazi Jew, but she speaks Arabic. Now, how come she speaks Arabic? Because she lived in Haifa with Arabs, you know, for years. They lived together and, you know, side by side. And they learned each other's languages and cultures, and everything was beautiful until, you know, the instigators of war, and I don't know, the military-industrial complex probably had something to do with it, made sure that there is conflict, and now this is what happened. So what you're saying is, if at the very beginning they left it like that, Jews would have come to Israel, Arabs that were here would have stayed here, they would have just lived together, and eventually they might have said, well, let's just declare our own country, and we would have made a country together, we would have thrived, and everything would have been perfect. And what you're saying, let's just fix that mistake, and let's go back to the way it was meant to be, and let's do it without killing the Jews and without throwing the Jews to the sea. And maybe I'm hoping that maybe you also see an advantage of living with Jews, because, you know, Jews have a lot of experience and knowledge and intelligence, and you know, we could feed off each other, and we could complement each other for the benefit of all of us, and not just be only Jews or only Arabs. You know what I mean?
And you know, I want to add to your things about Jewish and Islam. We have no problem. We all one faith. We all came from the same ancestry. But I tell you something. This land is amazing. This land can attract so many to come and visit it. You have 1.4 billion Muslims, 1.6 billion Christians. If we secure peace to the world, imagine how many people wants to come and visit that beautiful country. The country of Jesus, the country of all the kings of David and Solomon and everybody. So what I'm saying is, enough is enough. We both suffering. A right-wing government like Netanyahu, who I guarantee you, he's not doing this war because he's chosen. He's not doing it because of the Holy Land. What's happening right now, it's happening for the big companies and the big bucks. That's why you see the French, the Italian, the British, the German, the American, all there for the business. So enough is enough. We have to stop it. I want my kid to play with your kid. I want to be able to live free as equal. I live in America free. I want to live in my hometown free and my country free with you.
Absolutely. And I think the main word, the key word is equality. And I keep hearing it from Arabs. All we want as Arabs, they say, is to be equal. We don't want to be higher than you. We don't want to be low. We just want to be exactly like you. We want to have the same citizenship, the same rights, and that's it. That's all we're asking for, and it's a pretty legitimate request.
If you come and talk to people one-to-one, like me and you, I guarantee you will be so shocked and so surprised people is willing to live in peace with everyone else. Simple.
Amazing.
Our leaders is destroying everything for us.
Definitely. So, Saeed, Aziz, it was absolutely amazing to talk to you, and hopefully we could do more podcasts like this, and I hope that I could do something to help your family. It's a big challenge I'm going to have to think about and talk to people around me, and let's see what happens. So, Aziz, thank you very much, and have a lovely day.
Thank you, my friend. It's my pleasure.
Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next podcast.